Hi, how are you doing? My name is Brandon Stone. I'm a local resident here in Texas. I live downtown San Antonio. Um, my mother is home. All right. So why am I talking to you right now? What is going on? What's going on in my head? What's going on with why I'm on this video? Hi Joe, how you doing? Okay. I got a lot of things going on, but I've had one thing going on in my life for about 11 years now that I've taken from being an idea to being still an idea, but a flawless idea. An idea that I made sure if there was one thing that was wrong with it, I figured out how to fix it so that I can reinvent what you guys do. Now, before I get into that, because honestly, I will tell you right now, I have no copyrights, no patents, no nothing. I just have an idea in my head that I know is worth, I couldn't tell you the worth because I know what I feel it's worth. But it's big. Okay, that's all I can say is it's big. Now, let me give you a little something about myself. A lot of you guys have seen videos about me within probably about the last year and a half. Me and my wife, we were homeless. We didn't have a place to sleep. We didn't have a meal to eat. But you know what? Maybe it's something about the way I am, my personality. I like to get things done. I had nobody to help me out, and I still took myself from nothing to something. Basically, it's been like that my entire life. And you know what? This morning, I got up. Okay, I lost my job about 2 weeks ago. I had a nice job. I've worked it forever. I was working two jobs at the time. I let go one to stick with the other, and I lost that on both jobs. And it sucks. I hate that I get up when my wife goes to work and I have to worry, how am I going to feed us again? How am I going to do this? How am I going to take nothing and turn it into food on my table, money in my wallet, and bills paid? And you know what? I couldn't think of it. I couldn't at all. I went to job opportunities, bartenders. I went to everybody, and it's nothing with me. I don't have a past record. I'm not a bad guy. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with that. It's just the local job opportunities. And I sat down, and these guys, all three of them were business owners. And they all own their own business. They all own their own companies. And I thrived to get into conversation with them because I wanted to know, how did they start? How did they take off from having whatever it is they had? And some of them were telling me, hey, I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. I didn't know how I was going to do this. The next year, I was only making $10,000 over what I would have made at a normal job, but I made it. And you know what? I went this morning and I signed up for a temp agency again. Another temp agency where they threw me out doing the hardest work for the smallest amount of cash. A minimum wage here is $7.25, and that's what I would have got. And you know what? I knew how to do the job. I've done these jobs with multiple other people. But when I got there, every time I tried to touch something, the man told me, hey, don't do it, don't do it. And I knew how to do it. I know how to do my job, essentially, and it's not the only job of its kind either. And the guy kept telling me, he's all like, wait. And as I tried to show him that I knew what I was doing, he continued to persist to make me look as if I didn't in front of everybody I worked with. That being a problem, because I know how to stuff grapes into a bag, how to weigh it out, how to see that it says 2.4 pounds, and how to ziplock the bag. It's not a very hard thing. I don't need a fucking general education to know that. Okay? Monkey see, monkey fucking do. Okay? And cuss words on this, whatever. But the guy kept telling me, you gotta learn to walk before you could run. You gotta learn to walk, crawl, you gotta learn. I have never been that type. When I needed something, I ran for it. And they say, oh, well, if you run, you're gonna fall, you're gonna stumble, and I get the fuck back up. I'm not the kind of guy that can sit there and not progress towards what I want, not put in for what I want. Because all these guys that I talked to today, if they hadn't put their foot into that door to start in their own companies, they wouldn't have a clientele basis under them. They wouldn't have people working for them that come to them, and now they get to sit there and do what they've always wanted to do. So what did I want to do? I wanted to take this idea I've been working on for the last 11 years and throw it into play. But here's the thing. My wallet is empty. I can pull it out right now. You guys want to see my wallet? I'll show you my wallets. Because I saw this guy on YouTube today, and I'm always on YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube's where it's at. YouTube shows me how to do my job, keeps me in my schooling, keeps me in everything that I can't afford to do. But my wallet has not a dime in it. I have a thing of change, and that's going to last me until my next paycheck. What am I to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back out there and I'm going to work and I'm going to pay my bills like I always do. But is that what I want to do for the rest of my life? Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Now, I know it's a big step from being homeless to having a small little 2-bedroom house, I've got, the build up now, things that I wanted, not necessities, things that I wanted I could finally go and afford for. But I'd be okay with living in a trailer, you know what I mean? Well, not a trailer. I ain't got that low of standards, but living comfortably for the rest of my life. Living in a house I know I pay for, where all I have to do is pay my bills, and pay my food and everything be comfortable. No, I have enough set up. But here's the thing, nobody tells you how to do that. Nobody told me how to go get these jobs I go and apply for all the time. You go out and you figure it. You know, nobody told me that how to be a bartender. I got online and I figured it out. Nobody told me how to do tattoos. I went and I figured it out. You know, nobody told me how to run. I figured it out. And right now, I know what I need to do. I need to take off with my idea. Now, I'm not going to get into big detail on this idea because I already sound half retarded. And I know I do. I got a lot of passion, I got a lot of drive, and I got nothing to show for it. Okay, I don't have a product in front of you that says this is that. You know, I don't have a patented, so I can't come and tell you right now what my idea is. But like I said, it's big. It's big enough that I can get out of this hole that I'm in. Whoever decides to side with me, I don't care how we decide to do it, we'll talk about it then, that they have the opportunity to make a fortune, in my opinion, a big fortune. And I just want to see it happen. I want to take my idea, I want to tell somebody. I want somebody to meet up with me and be real about this. Because if you're not, you're still signing a piece of paper that says that when my idea comes out, and somebody's going to let it come out there, okay, that I make that money, that you don't make shit, okay, I'm going to make it. And I'm willing to put my hand in with somebody's help. I need help, okay? Now they tell me, oh, you need to go out there and you need to get on, Fund Me and all these other things that new inventors come out with. But I don't have anything on pen and paper. I don't have an idea that has been put into material objects. But I know what I have. I have an idea, and I know how to take it from the bottom to the top. I know how to get it built, and I know how to change everything you guys thought you knew about this idea. I know that my idea will change. Even if one person did it, I have the one person, one franchise, one little fucking guy that decided to say, hey, this kid's got something. It might be the future of this, and you know what? It could reinvent everything. And you know what? I have. I'm not going to tell you. Of course not. You're going to have to come find me. You're going to have to get a hold of me via somebody. I'll have to give you a way to get a hold of me in some manner. But I need to take this to copyright. I need to take this to patent. I need somebody that's going to sit down before anybody else and talk to me about my idea and see that it is very plausible, that it has a big income for making money, and that I'm not just jerking your chain, guys. Look, I told you so much private crap about my life. Look where I'm living. In 5 years, I want to be able to look back and look at this video and be like, look, I made it from here to there. And you know what? My idea helps people. My idea has the potential to make life easier for other people. We don't go and barbecue in our backyards anymore because we can go to McDonald's and say, I want a number 2, I want a number 4, a number 7, 2 milkshakes, and in 10 minutes. And we will get it for you because faster is the easier way. Somebody's going to pay the extra 50 cents, the extra whatever, to have it mailed to their house, then they already go out and get it. Pizza delivery, whatever, however you want to look at this. My idea changes it. Makes it easy on a bigger picture, on a big scale, to such a clientele that if you were to throw this into one franchise, the people that would come in would be a whole nother, like the group of people that you would be succumbing to would be coming to you. They'd be coming to you because you're more their market, you know, and really, guys, this is me kind of ranting a little bit because I've had it with people telling me that I can't do this. With people telling me, you know what, they told me that I was going to be the president one day, you know what, and I had a family to take care of. I had to work, you know, at a young age. I had to provide for my family at a young age. I had to leave school. I had a lot of things that I had to do, and people always told me, oh, you become this, you become that, you could be the president. Well, you know what? I don't want to run against Trump. Okay, that is not my aspiration. My aspiration is not to flip burgers or to work at Pizza Hut any longer or to work as a bartender or to work anywhere else because, yeah, those are great careers. Those are good careers, but is that what I want to do? Because this isn't the only idea I've had. This is the biggest idea and the best idea that I know is going to take off and is bound to make people money. Not just me. Whoever's in it with me is bound to make money. I know I don't have skills when it comes to welding. I can look it up and I can start doing it right now, but I ain't got the funds. I ain't got enough money to feed my family for the rest of the week if I start building on this. You know, I have to go and work a job while I'm doing this. But you know what? You guys out there can help me. You guys out there have money in your pocket and are willing to invest and are willing to get a return. I understand you want a return. I want a return. If I go and buy a pack of cigarettes, I know there's 20 in the pack, but I'm hoping there's an extra one. Okay, now chances are there's not going to be, but that would be my return. You know what I mean? Other than cancer. Okay, I know when I go out and I have to put on my happy face and sell items to people all day, that not only do they want to know that they got a good deal on what they bought because they got a return, but I got them a good deal because I was what they needed. I was the person who was the middleman. I got them where they wanted to be. Now, I don't care if I sell my idea, if it only makes me $1 million. I know it has a potential to make multiple millions of dollars. And I want it to make multiple millions of dollars. It can make multiple millions of dollars. But if I don't put this out now, somebody else is going to. Okay? And I'm not saying it's something everybody has thought of. This is something not a whole lot of people have thought of. We see it every day. We deal with it every other day. This is something that has a big effect that you wouldn't even see as a big effect. It's like barbecuing compared to McDonald's. It's that big a difference. It's big enough that if you were to throw my idea into play, you would be able to cut off some employees, make your profit higher on that, bring in a customer base that you originally wouldn't have been able to bring in, and you're doing something nobody else has done yet. A whole lot of people are going to follow in your lead, in my lead. I want to take from 0 to 100 in a run. Now, if you're telling me I don't know how to go down and patent it and do all that, yeah, I'd have to walk. I'd have to figure it out. But I want to run here, guys. I want somebody who knows what they're doing to contact me, to get a hold of me, ask me what I know for once. I can't afford coffee with it, but you know what? I'll go out and have coffee. I'll spend my last $8 to have coffee so that maybe you will be interested in what I have to tell you. What I have to offer to you, because I know my worth, and what I have to offer is worth at least you sitting down and listening to me, signing a piece of paper that says you're not going to steal my idea, and throwing it into play. I know you're going to love it. I know I could sit here and go out. If you guys were my marketing clientele and I was going to talk to you right now, you guys would come to me and be like, hey, you know what? He's bidding against it. He's bidding against it. He's bidding against it. Who am I going to go with? Who am I? But you know what? I don't want to come to you guys. I don't know how to come to you guys. As you can tell, I don't have a lot of materials at my disposal, but I would like for you guys to come to me. So here's how you can do it. I have an email address linked with the YouTube channel, as well as I'm going to be posting it to Facebook, as well as I'm also going to be throwing this on those Find Me channels and the startups and all these other places, because I want to be seen. I don't just have an idea in my head that's crap. You know what I mean? And I can't get it started on my own, guys. Like I said, the guy that invented the umbrella, multiple millionaire. Just a little umbrella that goes in your drink, multiple millionaire. The guy that invented the slip inside, just a little piece of plastic you put some water on. Mine is a lot more complex than a little piece of plastic and some water, or a little toothpick with a freaking folded paper mache on top. Okay? And I need help. I need somebody that's serious, that is willing to invest, and willing to help me and my family. My wife's pregnant, I just lost my job, and I need to take off. I don't want to work for people anymore. I want to work for myself. And if you're willing to help me out, you're willing to make some money. Let's do this.